Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in the U.S. in Central Maryland. Welcome to day 9 of my 12 days of crafting advent calendar creations. So every day I'm opening a new door in my crafting advent calendar and creating with the contents along with what I have previously received in my advent calendar. Every day it's an adventure, so let's get started on today's adventure. I'm going to turn the camera around. If you get ill, look away because the camera is moving. And it moves up and you see my ceiling, my light, and then my big head, and then finally my crafting table. Yeah, looks good. Okay. So this is the flyer for the crafting advent calendar. Let me get my laptop going and see if anybody's live. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. If you're watching on replay, thanks for joining me again. And I hope you'll watch the other videos in this series. And then like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, so you'll be notified when I go live again with another fun crafting adventure. So this is the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. You get the calendar and it comes with a stamp set. I'll show that to you shortly. This is a online exclusive with Stampin' Up! So you can go to my online store and see it. It is while supplies last, so I suggest you get there early because who knows, when they're gone, they're gone. The item number for this is 167335. It does cost $99. This would be an excellent gift to give yourself or to your crafting bestie. I'm sure they would love it. I've been loving opening it every day and crafting with what I receive. So today is day 9, so we're going to open this window. And then next week there's 3 days left, the 10, 11, 12, and I'll be doing those next week, so I hope you'll join me. So remember, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll know when I'm live crafting. So this is the stamp set that comes with the advent calendar. So it's they come together and everything coordinates. One of what I've been saying about the sentiments is something you can use all year long. Anytime you're going to want to send a card, a thank you card, a birthday card, a healing wishes, a miss you, love you, thinking of you, this has all those sentiments, plus a few more. It has images, so we have a little heart here, flowers, little flowers, flower centers, some leaves, some little sprigs, a cupcake. I used that on day 8. And a butterfly. That's what I plan to use today. Of course, you know, it all depends on what is under door number 9, because we just don't know. So I'm going to set this aside, this stamp set, and I'm going to open my advent calendar. Oh, that's what happened. So, my contact information, my name, my YouTube channel, my blog, the last video, I was like, where did it go? Well, I've just found out that when I moved the advent calendar, it kind of slid it away. So, okay, now I found that. And we are here with day 9. All right, it's excitement. Can you feel the excitement? I have no idea. I have not looked ahead with anybody else who's been opening them, social media. If they talk about the calendar, I look away because I want to be surprised. And I have been surprised. The marketing that came with this calendar says that it's going to be dies, embellishment, tools, paper, and so far we've gotten all of those. So I'm not sure what's under door number 9, but we're going to find out together. So let me open the tab here. And then pop this door open. It's perforated. Ooh. Not so much. The other doors opened easier than this one. Must be something very special in here, right? Ooh. So we did get some die cut labels, but I don't know what this is. Okay. Let me put my calendar to the side and we can inspect together what day 9 has brought us. Let's straighten things up here. Okay. Ooh, very interesting. I'm not sure what this is. So let's open it and explore together. So these are die cuts. Paper die cuts. Oh, there's the butterfly. I wanted to use butterflies today. Cupcake. There's a heart. Some flowers. There's a bow. More flowers. Another heart. Another bow. Some greenery. Flowers with greenery. Cherries. That matches the stickers. There's cherries on the stickers and bow and a cupcake. This is a little banner. And these look like just like the stickers we got. I call them puffy stickers, but they're really not puffy. They're solid. Look at that. This is like a tag. And this is a die cut. So it looks like the same type of die cut that we got some dies that cut this almost like postage edge stamp. Oh, and look, a little tiny bird. So we got what, 5, 10, 15, looks like 20 die cuts. And then these double-sided, let's see what size are these, 3 by 4. Oh, cool. 3 by 4. And okay, so this one has words. Oh, let me turn around. Wish you were here. It's a great day. And the pinstripe, so that's 5. And let's go back the other way. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you could do some journaling or write a personalized note. So those, some bows, some foliage, some little daisies it looks like, some florals, more florals, more florals, pinstripe, kind of eclectic bows and butterflies and strawberries and cupcakes, pink daisies, and then some Misty Moonlight and Crushed Curry flowers. Okay, so I'm trying to think how this is going to work with what I had envisioned for today's project. Well, I wanted to do butterflies, so I'm going to put the butterfly aside and gather all these up and put that. So this is almost like you could make a mini scrapbooking album with the sentiments, or you have card fronts already done for you. Very cute. So all the little paper cutouts can go into this bag so I don't lose them. Keep those all together. Well, what a fun thing to find today. And these were, what did we say? These were 3 by 4. We could actually use one of these. So what? I'm gonna use this butterfly. So let's see what the butterfly can go on with that. Wishing you were here. It's a great day. I think this pinstripe. So that's in the running for right now. Because the card base I picked out today is a Old Olive card base. That might be nice too. Okay, I wish you guys, somebody was here live with me, telling me what to do. Should I do that? Should I do that? Oh, decisions. That, no, it can't be that one because I need to cut it, and that can't cut that one. So it's between the Pretty in Pink or the Old Olive. Let's ponder that for a second while I put away my cards, my 3x4 cards, and my die cuts. Alright, so let me bring out the papers that I had planned to use today. Bring this down so you can see. Alright, so this was my plan. I decided to use an Old Olive card base. I'm going to use this paper as an accent. And then I was going to do a panel of Pretty in Pink. I don't think I like that. So I think we're going to go with this Pretty in Pink here. And I'm going to cut this to be, let's see, this panel is 2.5. So I need 2 1/4 by 4. Okay. So let me bring in my paper trimmer and we can get started on this card. Well, we've already kind of picked some things, but the rest remain to be determined. All right, so this card is already 4 inches. I need 2 1/4 going this way. And this piece is going to be 2 1/4 also, but 5.5 inches long. We're going to make it the whole length of our card front. Okay, so I think everything is cut. Oh, that does not want to stay today. It wants to take a little journey. So let's cut our card cutter. So this I've already cut is our card base. It's a half a sheet folded in half. So it's 8.5 by 5.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to crisp up my score line with my bone folder. Oops, sorry about jiggling the camera. And let me dry fit this so you can see what I'm talking about. So this piece will lay on the left side. And I had planned to put it all over, but maybe we'll do a little bit of an offset there just so you can see, have a little bit of that green peeking out. And then I had initially thought I was going to stamp on the white and layer it on the Pretty Pink, like so. But we got these lovely printed cards today, and it's on the back side. Too much florals. So we'll do the pinstripe. And then I'm going to put this big flower here, and I die cut from the first day. I got 7 dies, and one of them was a little butterfly die. So maybe we can do some of these floating around. Maybe that's what we're going to do, like so. And we can stamp. I had intended to stamp, so maybe we will just do a tone on tone and put some butterflies in the back. And we do need to do a sentiment, and I'm thinking card type that I always need is Big Thanks. So it's kind of long, so it won't quite fit. We could cut it, we could stamp it on white and then cut it, and or maybe we could just put it across the bottom. Alright, we'll see how it all turns out. let's put that stamp on a block. And stamp, put all these to the side, our butterflies. Paper to the side. And I'm going to make some butterflies, some tone-on-tone butterflies. And that's going to be with Old Olive. And it's just to decorate this right side panel. So make sure you can see what I'm doing. So it's photopolymer, so you can look through and see that everything is inked up. And I'm going to do a little bit off the cardstock because that just brings a little bit of interest. You don't have to necessarily stamp a whole butterfly. And this one's going to be flying off the page at the top. And maybe make sure we get some butterflies at the edge. Okay, so there's our butterfly wings, and now I'm going to do butterfly body. So again, you can see right through this, so we'll know where to stamp our butterfly. Oop, I guess it needs to be a little bit higher up, like so. That's much better. And the final butterfly. Okay. And I think I want to do some on the inside. So I had already cut this panel. This is a basic white panel, and it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm going to stamp a butterfly kind of here in the corner, again going off the page. And I don't know, 1, 2, 3. How many do you think we should do? Maybe one over here. He's kind of floating. Maybe one kind of on that side. So he's fluttering up the side of the page. And now we can ink our butterfly body. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that's close enough. Okay, so our inside is done. Now we can start assembling our card. I'm going to put this insert in, and then we'll glue all the pieces together on the front. I think it's going to come together pretty quickly. It's been exciting, these 9 days and 9 products, and creating on the fly is not my forte. I like to kind of copy or be inspired by other cards and then make a card that takes off on that. And so this has been difficult for me to just kind of wing it. That's not who I am. I don't know that this paper has an up or a down. I don't think it does, but this is the side that I've decided will go up. Let me put some adhesive on this. And I am going to leave a small border on the left hand side, maybe just an 1/8 of an inch or even narrower. Okay, and then this panel is going to go right on top of that. Now, do we want to do dimensionals? Because I am a dimensional lover. Let me slide this a little bit so we can see these 2 butterflies. Alright, so cover up this paper. It's always so difficult when it's two-sided, because most of the patterns I really like, but in this case I think this pinstripe works much better with this floral, so it's not too overpowering. Okay. And put this be fluttering off the page that way. Oh, maybe like that. And then we can do some of these smaller butterfly die cuts. Dry fit them around. Maybe they're flying off the page. I don't know. Oh. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Like that. Alright. And the last thing I want to do is stamp my big thanks. Will it fit in here? Yeah. I think I need another scrap. A different scrap. Let's see. Look. That's gonna work, right? Will it work? No, that's the DSP. That's the DSP. What else do I have over here? Will that work? That will work. So that's why it's handy to have your scraps, save your scraps, because you can always kind of figure it out. And maybe I'll just stamp it in the middle. So now the next question is, what color? I think I'm going to just go with Misty Moonlight. That's one of the coordinating colors. At least I think it's the coordinating color. I'm not quite sure. Okay. And look through my photopolymer stamp and center it like so. Give it a press for 3 seconds. Perfect. Okay. So if we cut this off and put it across the bottom. So let me bring in my cut and emboss machine, not my cut and emboss, my paper trimmer. There we go. And cut this. So it's a little bit shy. It's almost 7/8. Yeah, 7/8 of an inch. I think that's gonna work. Hopefully it'll work. Yes. I think that's perfect. Sorry about hitting the camera. Put my scrap aside. Bring out my card base. We can dry fit this. Big thanks. Maybe bring these down. Do we want a pink one or do we want a beige? I think we want a beige, basic beige. How's that? Voila? Yes, voila. Okay, so everything is glued down like this. We're going to glue this a little bit to the left so we can expose these butterflies on the right. So this panel is not going to be raised. Because I love dimensionals, I will be using dimensionals, and I think the large butterfly is going to be the one that is dimensionalized. Okay, somewhat to the left. Justify, like so. This one's gonna, the big one, we decide we're gonna put some dimensionals behind. This butterfly is coming this way. Crushed curry is coming from the bottom. And then we're going to use this basic beige. And then this was going to be this way. This one's got to go that way. Maybe the ones in the bottom are flying to the right, and the ones at the top are flying to the left. Need some spacing. Okay. And our butterfly, let's put some big dimensionals behind that die cut. I'm using every little bit of my dimensionals. They are my faves. So let's put some dimensionals, and I might put some dimensionals under that greeting, the big thanks. We'll see when we get there what it's looking like. Some dots of glue. I only need a little bit. I don't think the wings will catch on anything. And then the misty moonlight. Slightly down this way, maybe up a little bit. And then our crushed curry. It's going to be flying to the right somewhat. Maybe a little bit that way. Okay. And then our basic beige butterfly. It's also going to be flying to the right. Down a little bit. And then our big thanks. Should we go? I think I'm going to put a little bit of a flag on this end. So I'm going to eyeball and determine where the middle is. And then cut in up to that center cut from the corners. And this is called a fishtail end. And I think I want it up a little bit like this. Maybe just to the edge like that. Do we want it to hang over? I think I want it to hang over because there's that butterfly there. So, and then the question is, do we want it to have the pinstripe peeking out at the bottom? Again, this is why you want to craft with somebody who has some, tell you what their thoughts are. I'm going to put some dimensionals because I feel like you cannot go wrong with dimensionals. So let's cut some of these. Oh. Got away from me. Then we just go down the line here and stick our dimensionals on. And one more. Okay. And now, so I think right like that, right edge, we'll just line it up with the bottom edge of that pinstripe paper. Take these covers off, and our card is just about done, and we're almost through with our advent calendar, just 3 days. I'll be back next week. I'm taking a break over the weekend, so I hope you'll join me next week as I finish up my crafting adventure with my advent calendar. There. Love it. Big thanks. So that is day 9. Let me show you what we have previously done if you have not caught them. So that day 9, day 8, day 7, day 6, day 5, day 4, day 3, day 2, and this was the first card that we made, that I made live. So thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified the next time I bring you a fun project. And remember, stamping is fun. Bye.